So we go back to Kitab and Sunnah and we can get from the hukum from Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. One time a person came to Imam Shafi'i and he said, what is the hukum about this issue? He said, Rasulullah said so and so. He says, what is your opinion? The Imam Shafi'i became very angry. He said, do you think I am a Christian? I am a Christian? I am saying it is Rasulullah said so and you are asking my opinion. So we must understand that our ulama, our aimma, when they said something, it seems to me that they are not matching or following this hadith, but they cannot do against hadith. One of the quote very famous, Imam Abu Hanifa, he said, when you listen from me some opinion, go back and check it. See it is according to Quran and Sunnah or not. So this is something which is very important for us to make ourselves. So I just indicate one hadith and then inshallah we will continue with it. أبو هريرة رضي الله عنه النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال دعوني ما تركتكم إنما هلك من كان قبلكم كثرة سوالهم واختلافهم على أنبيائهم فإذا نهيتكم عن شيء فاجتنبوه وإذا أمرتكم بأمر فأتوا منه ما استطعتم. Rasul said, when I just ignore something, you ignore also. And don't dig it. Don't do question after question after question. Because the previous nations, they lost their path by just going in question, and at the end they were not able to follow anything. Right? So they were doing a lot of questions and they were disputing with their Anbiya. So when I ask you something, stop. And when I ask you something to do whatever you have ability to do. So the standard three things Rasulullah was asking us, of course the sawal is not bad thing, but it was bad in time of wahi. لا تسألون شيئا تبد لكم تسؤكم. When wahi was revealed, if you ask question, so then maybe Allah Ta'ala give you the stronger or more difficult thing. But our time it is not the issue. But two ways we have to understand. Sawal means what? Sawal means to understand something. Maybe I have not knowledge, so I ask someone. So first condition for sawal, I must ask who is knowledgeable, right? If I'm going to farmer, say, okay, give me how I can build a car. So my question will be nothing because this person has no value. So Quran says, فَاسْأَلُوا أَهْلَ الذِّكْرِ. Ask those who have a knowledge. Second thing is that the sawal is different from criticism and objection. Most of the time, people start from criticism first, then they ask question. Right? Why it is this? Why Islam says this thing? Why this hadith so and so? Okay. The knowledgeable person can argue. But the person with no knowledge, his position is to ask. Yes, if you are not convinced, if you are not getting, you can go to other person. You can do more, for example, study and so on. But most of the time, it is my feeling, also maybe you are not, maybe feel or not, that people mostly they start with criticism. Just like suppose, for example, why Allah created this way? Why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not, for example, punishing all these things happening there? So of course, it is a question, but not question. So question means to increase knowledge. Rasulullah said, shifa'ul ayyi as-sawal. The person who is not aware about something, his remedy will be by question. So in that sense, Rasulullah said, don't do this thing, this habit, otherwise you will reach to some kind of disputes. And it happened in our history. There's some people case, I don't understand why Quran says this thing. And then the end result that I deny. I refuse. And I am not, for example, convinced with this thing. So this is attitude, he said, it happened in the previous Anbiya, so don't do this thing to repeat in our ummah. Then he established a standard, very, very unique standard. He said, just like if I ask you not drink wine. So he said, can I drink a little bit? This kind of which is legally allowed. Islam says, fajtanibu, totally stop, right? Totally stop. But in the sense of practicing, maybe I do little bit, you can do more, some person can do more, for example. So he said, whatever ability, you do it. So in the order to doing it, whatever your capacity. But in the order of to stop, it is stop. So two different orders, right? Most of the time people say, you know what, yes, I am doing this thing, but I'm trying to avoid, but I do this bit. Sometimes people say, no, in these days it is very difficult to pray 5-time prayers. So we pray three times and sometime 2, and regularly not, maybe so and so. No. When, for example, you say, don't miss your salat. It means don't miss all salat, all times, right? But suppose I'm praying a little bit, very focused, maybe sometime I'm not, maybe I'm missing something. It is not the issue, but I try. So he give us the very, very specific order. When he asks you something, totally stop. But when I do something to do whatever you can, do with your ability, with your intention, with your, repeating yourself and so on. So this hadith reported by Bukhari and Muslim. Okay. So inshallah we will continue. Jazakumullahu khairan.